What's up everyone, AJ on Day Trader Boom or Bust, here with today's recap video. I want to wish all my fellow Canadians a happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a great long weekend and a good start to the trading week. Today I felt really good about how I was reading the charts and the price action. I also felt good about how I was seeing setups take place and determining what the ideal entry would be to take those setups. Unfortunately, I was trading scared in some instances, and I think we're going to talk today about why I felt that way. So let's get to it. This is today's watch list. I post this every morning between 9 and 9:15 a.m. on my Twitter. If you want to make sure to catch that, go ahead and give me a follow at AJ Tabayan. So on the primary watch list, I had LUV, which was trading off of news, and then I also had BABA and Oxy that were both gappers. And then on the secondary watch list, I had Apple, which had some high pre-market volume. I had Mara, which was gapping up, and then I had DKNG, NEO, and mRNA, all based off of their daily charts. So today I felt really good about my patience. You can see I only took 4 trades today. I actually had a 75% win rate. And you know, again, overall I felt really good. The problem I had today was I had emotions. And look, I've said this before. I personally don't feel that there's anything wrong with having emotions while you're trading. I'm an emotional person, and you know, I have them. Instead of fighting them, I think the key thing is not to make decisions based off of those emotions. So you definitely have to have control over whether or not you allow those emotions to control you. So you have to, you know, you can be emotional, but make sure you have control over your actions so that you don't make decisions based off of those emotions. And today I feel that I definitely allowed some of those emotions to impact my trading. And the emotions specifically I'm referring to are emotions of being scared. I was like I said in the title, scared money don't make money, and that's what I think happened today. So let's take a look at the trades I did take, and we'll also talk about the trades that I didn't take that really could have made this a really good day. First trade of the day was on BABA. We'll take a look at the 1-minute chart. I really feel good about how I've been trading these opening range breakouts. I've been patient where I needed to be, and I feel I've been taking some really good entries. Now with BABA here, this was a bit of a riskier entry because you can see this first candle here was on very, very low volume. But what I did to counteract that, because I did feel that BABA was weak at the open, is I gave this quite a big stop, and my stop loss was around here, 170.10. I think was the stop loss I had. So you can see it was it was a pretty wide, stop loss there. I took this entry as it broke below, as it's held below the opening price here, and it pushed below this small candle to start off with on volume, because you can see the volume. That's when the volume came in. It had cleared, it was already below all the moving averages, so I felt pretty good about it. My only big concern was this, which was pre-market low, and you can see it did have trouble getting through the pre-market low here, kind of staying in this area here for a few minutes, but eventually did push down and easily got to my 2-hour profit target and never came back up and to test my my stop loss. So really solid trade to start the trading day and the trading week off. So I felt really, really good about that. And this is where I feel recently some of my issues with being scared has been, which kind of seems a little backwards, because prior to this, when I first started this process of managing my risk by limiting the number of trades I'm doing for the day, I felt that I was always taking losses the first few trades and having to fight my way back. And more recently, I've found that I've had some pretty good trades early, and then I take or end up managing some trades poorly because I'm afraid, I guess, of giving some of those profits back. And this is something I really need to work on. Now, the key for me, I feel, and I'm going to talk about this a couple times, is that I need to have 100% confidence in my trade book play and my trade plan. And that isn't quite there yet because the trades today, for example, where I didn't manage it well were some of these ambush entries. And although I feel I'm getting much better at determining where those entries should be and ultimately executing, where they should be executed, pulling the trigger has been a little bit challenging because, like I said, I think I was a little bit scared, and I have to trust the strategy a little bit more. So, so after this BABA trade, and I've talked about this before, I think the key to take full advantage of when I find a stock that's working for me, that's trending and working for my trade book strategies, is to maximize what I can get out of it. And here on BABA, I feel I had that, and unfortunately I didn't maximize it. So we're going to stay here on the 1 minute chart. You can see, like I said, it consolidated above pre-market low here in this area here. It actually set a pretty decent level right here, which was this level was just above 169, and I knew that I saw this. And this was, although, this is the 20 EMA that I generally have played, my trade book plays off of. I was watching this level because I felt that this was really the key level here. And you can see, if after it sold off, it came back, pulled back, and it pulled right back to this 169 level. Okay, and I was going to take an entry if it came back to 169 with a stop loss above the high of day here, which would have given me, I guess about 60 cents. I really felt that was going, that was going to be good play. Unfortunately, I didn't take it. And because I didn't take it, let's continue looking at the chart here. I missed out on this. If you see, if this is my stop loss up here and my entry is right here, 2R would have easily been right here. And you can see just how far this ran down. This would have been an easy, another, 2R profit, to put me up probably 4R for the day. But because I didn't trust the play, and this should be an easy play to trust because, I have this stop loss, and as soon as it goes in my direction with this ambush entry, I would move the stop loss to right here, because if it continues to move up past this level here, then the strategy is negated and I should be out anyways, in which case I probably would have lost another, I would have lost, 0.2R maybe. But, I didn't trust it, so I didn't take the entry, and I missed out on all this potential profit. So that's one where I didn't take the trade, and I saw it happening. I was watching it, and I didn't pull the trigger. So, and unfortunately, that cost me. My second trade of the day was on Oxy. Now you can see Oxy here. This is a really ugly kind of 1 minute chart to start off of, but it sold off, came back up, but it was consolidating in this area here. So you can see it set these levels. And I was watching it for a potential breakout. Now, with continuing to be patient in this particular instance with this, with the breakout, I didn't want to just take it on the breakout. I wanted to be a little bit patient and wait for it for a bit of a retest of this bottom level here, and that's what I did. It broke out, and I probably maybe should have waited for a bit of a bigger, or should need a bigger breakout for this to actually work with with it testing back this level. But when it came back to test this level and it pushed back below it, I went short. Unfortunately, It really didn't go very far in my direction and came back and stopped me out. Now you can see here, I gave this a very, very wide berth. I actually had a stop loss above the high of this range because, you know, I found with my breakout strategies, I really got to, you know, I have to probably implement some more rules to make them more, to increase the win rate with them. In any case, even though I gave it all that room, it still came back on me. So I really wasn't sold at that point on the potential short, but I did see a lot of inventory to the short side, and it was really, so again, it struggled here and it was struggling to push above this 20 SMA. So when it struggled there, I looked for a key level, and there was quite a large number of asks at 34.50 and at 34.55 right up here. And I felt that if it ate those asks up, that there was a good chance this could sell off because there was no inventory above that. So this is, you know, I was playing that and I took an ambush entry here. I actually caught right on 34.55, which I was super happy with. And my stop loss, I had a stop loss above, I think it was 34.65. You know, just I gave it a pretty wide stop loss, 15 cents on this. When the ATR on the 1 minute was I think the ATR was like 5 or 6 cents. Anyways, you can see that with this ambush entry, it immediately went in my direction. I moved the stop loss to above, just above high of day here, which I really felt was the key level. And it went in my direction. It started to come back up. And because it started, so I held there, and then it started to push all the way, you know, back down, and it seemed to bounce off this 50 SMA here, and you know, I don't know what I was thinking. At this point, I had already moved it to break even, which is fine. I was okay with that, although I probably should have left it above. I probably would have, you know, not been sweating the price action as much had I put it above the high of day here, because you can rest assured that if it broke high of day here, the potential for short on this was very, very slim. And unfortunately, and if it broke high of day, I was at maybe 0.2 R loss, 0.3 at the most, even if I had slippage, which is a very good RVR for where this potentially could have gone. Because I had a level, I think, pretty far down, down the ladder here. And you're going to see just how much this sold off in a second. But, so I didn't keep that stop loss there. It came back up. I actually even moved it further to this 34.50 level. That's where I moved it, because I felt, it just missed my, my 2-hour profit target, which is right here. And if it came back up, I didn't even want to risk losing money on this trade. Anyways, you can see, came back, stopped me out. It never would have stopped out my break even, okay, which was 34.55. It definitely wouldn't have tested high of day. And had I just, not been scared, let's zoom out a little more here. Just look at how this waterfalled. I had the perfect entry here, and oh man, like this is a huge win, huge potential win. And scared money don't make money. What can I say? Unfortunately, that's what happened here, and I missed out on that opportunity. I ended up 0.2 R green on this particular trade. Overall on Oxy, I was I think 0.6 or 0.7 R red with this initial trade I lost. But man, I need to trust the strategy more. And then last trade of the day was on CCL. CCL, as you can see from the chart here, really pushed up, made a strong move up, up to R4. And then at R4, let me zoom in now. it really had some trouble. You can see on the volume by price that there was nothing above this. There were a lot of orders here. And it really stalled at this 2441 levels, where there was a large number of a large lot of inventory on the L2. There was actually an iceberg there, and you know, it really had trouble getting above that iceberg. It never fully melted that iceberg. You can see that I took a short entry right at 2440 with a stop loss of above 2446. And no, actually, I think I gave this a wide stop loss, 11 cents. I was at 2450 is what I had the stop loss at. And as soon as it went in my direction, I moved the stop loss to just above high of day here. And then you can see it kind of consolidated here, and then it began the waterfall and sell off. It my 2-hour profit target was right here. This was about 1.6R. I took profit there because I thought, you know, you can see where these key price levels are. And I thought I thought there was a potential it could bounce there, so I took some profit there. I did take more profit here. I didn't get all out because I wasn't at 2R yet. And so as this trade I let the trade continue to mature. I didn't want to be, I didn't want to be, you know, trading scared here. I will be honest though, I did have my stop loss at break even now. And it never came back. It never tested R4 after this pullback, and then immediately sold off. And I had my I did have my profit target just above the pre-market low here, and oh no, sorry, pre-market high. This pre-market high. I saw it struggle a little bit here, but this was over. This netted me over nearly 2R for the trade, and I didn't want to see it bounce off of this 200 SMA, so I got all out here. I'm pretty happy with this trade. I ended up getting 1.95R off this trade, and that put me at over 3R for the day. So I was pretty happy with that, and yeah, I stopped trading at that point and spent some time with the family on this Thanksgiving holiday up here in Canada. So that was my trading day. Overall, a solid start to the week. I know we always want to do better, and today I really felt could have been and should have been much, much better had I not been scared, as I explained. So this is the P&L. This, like I said, I think I'm about 2.3R for the day, or sorry, a little less, 3.2R for the day. Solid start for the week, and hopefully we can continue what I feel to be solid trading throughout the rest of the week. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next recap video tomorrow. Until then, this is AJ on Day Trader Boomer Bust, signing out. Cheers.